Hello everyone, welcome back. Welcome to day 4 of 21 days Sahaja Yoga meditation program, Mind to Meditate session. So we are here at day 4 and progressing very well in our journey, I can see. And hope you are all able to feel the difference with the meditation method we have learned so far. So ladies and gentlemen, those who just joined, welcome back. Welcome back to day 4 of 21 Day Beginners Sahaja Yoga meditation session. All right. What is going to happen today? All right, let's see. Yesterday, we have learned there are 3 energy channels in our subtle system, the left, the right, and the center channel. So, and today we will be going through the qualities of each of the channel. All right. And we will also get to know how to balance them so that we can be in balance. So I'm sure many of you, many of you have shared your, your experience, how you feel on your palm, on your head. Yeah. So that is already a progress. First of all, introduce my team for today, or I would say the team who is going to bring you through the session for today. So I have first Sonika, my co-host. Hi, Sonika.
Hi, Suji.
Hi. How are you, Sonika?
I'm good.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us today as well. All right. We have been with all our audience for the past 4 days, and let's hope for the very best today as well. And ladies and gentlemen, there are 2 facilitators for today. All right. The first one, I would like to welcome and introduce to you Maheshwari.
Our lead one.
Our lead one. Yes.
Hi, Maheshwari.
Hello, everyone. Welcome, Sonika and Suji. Nice to see you all again.
All right. Thank you so much for coming.
Yeah. Good
to see you, Sue.
Yes.
All right.
I would like to say something about myself. My name is Maheshwari Dore Raja. I'm a freelance journalist and a tutor. I come from Malaysia, and I've been practicing Sahaja Yoga meditation for the past 25 years, and it has helped me tremendously. It's transformed my life in many different ways, especially during very, very challenging times. And I'm able to remain composed and calm during very difficult times as well. And best of all, it has helped me to live in the present and enjoy the moment. So I would love to share a lot of things with all of you, and looking forward to the session today. Over to you, Suji and Sonika.
All right, thank you so much. So, and the next lead, I would like to welcome and introduce to all of you, Rajat.
Hello, everyone. My name is Rajat, and I'm an IT professional, and I work in the sales department. And I have been a practitioner of Sahaja Yoga for more than 15 years now, and it has tremendously benefited me to understand myself, better. And my journey started way back when, I was just a fresher out of college, and I wanted to, I was in my first job, and work was getting too much on my head, and I wanted to seek a work-life balance. And, and I think in the last 15 years, beyond the work-life balance, Sahaja Yoga has given me tremendous other benefits, both, emotionally, physically, attaining the balance. And I have learned how to enjoy my life, better. So I'm sure that today all of you would connect with 1 or 2 benefits that you would see in the session, and you'd be able to understand these inner systems, your inner energies, and how it can benefit you better. So yeah, that's it.
Thank you, Rajat.
Much, Rajat. So, and the next person, all right, or we do have a
special guest, actually.
Sorry?
Special guest, maybe you can say.
Yes, correct. We do have a special guest for today, and I would like to welcome Adrian.
Adrian from Malaysia.
From Malaysia, yes.
Adrian, can you unmute yourself? We cannot hear you. Okay.
Yes.
We cannot hear your lovely voice.
Okay.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Hi everyone. I'm Adrian Lee from Malaysia. Hi, I've been practicing Sahaja Yoga almost 17 years. I started Sahaja Yoga in 2005. How do I come to Sahaja Yoga? It is when I started my business in manufacturing in year 2005. I have a lot of pressure during that time, and I've been searching for something that can help me to reduce my stress. So I found out that a friend of mine and gave me a brochure of Sahaja Yoga, practicing Sahaja Yoga meditation. So I joined, and it's tremendous. I have so much of benefit from practicing Sahaja Yoga. I feel peace. I improve my health. I feel joy, happy. So fantastic. So I encourage everyone to practice Sahaja Yoga meditation.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Adrian, for giving us such a nice, wonderful words to our audience today.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So once again, audience, let me go through what is going to happen today. So we have Maheshwari here, who's going to bring you through or recap on the 3 channels. And she's also going to teach you or guide you on how to balance your channels, followed by the session by Rajat, who will be talking about food soak and the benefits. All right. So without further ado, I would like to welcome Maheshwari to start the session. Yes.
Thank you, Suji, once again, and good evening once again to all of you. I believe you all had experienced the balancing part yesterday. Sister Liz was explaining about the balancing technique. So today we'll recap that and go on further. So what we do, we'll look into the subtle system now. We have 3 channels, as we know from the day 1. I think we have been talking about the subtle system, the chakras. So we have 3 channels in our subtle system. The first channel is the blue color. You can see it's on your left channel. This channel is actually the channel for the past, the emotional side. So anything pertaining emotions is on the left-hand side. It's also a channel for desire, and it is governed by the moon channel. The yellow color, which is on the right-hand side, this is the channel for the right-hand side, which is about the future. We talk about the future, planning, thinking, everything comes into the future. So this actually is on the right-hand side. This is the channel of action. And here, we think too much. So, if there's any imbalance, we can get it corrected. So that is the right channel, which is governed by the sun channel. All right. So inside yoga meditation, it's very important that we remain in the center. In anything that you do, we have to remain in balance. Only then you enjoy the best. So when we are in the present, when we are in the center, we are in the present. So this is the channel of our evolution, our spiritual ascent. So today we are going to talk about it. Shri Mataji has founded this beautiful technique, Sahaja Yoga meditation, for us to know ourselves, to love ourselves more and more by meditation every day, right? So we live in the center to remain in balance, right? So this is a little bit, Rajat will be talking in more advance afterwards. So this is about it. Today we are going to talk about the raising of the Kundalini and also putting ourselves in Bandhan. We have already done that the last couple of days, but today we'll look into the same video that Shri Mataji will actually teach us how to raise ourselves, raise the Kundalini, and keep ourselves abundant before we start our meditation session. So let's look at this slide of this video and listen to Shri Mataji's explanation.
Now today I'll teach you how to raise your own Kundalini, which is your own. Now put your left hand in front of the Kundalini, here. All of you sitting down. Can you see me? Put your left hand like this, just like this in front. Like this in front. This hand like this. The right hand has to be moved up, front, down, back, like that, clockwise. You have to raise it. Now, let us raise our Kundalini. Start it moving slowly, like this, like this, like this, and throw your hands up, absolutely loose, and then give it a twist. Throw your head back, and now give it a knot. That's one. You have to do it twice. Again, let's do it. Hold the hand in front and start moving it. Take it up, throw your hands, and just give it a twist. And here it is. Third time, you have to give 3 twists. You can do it at home. Throw back your hands, head and hands loose, and give it one, then the second one, and then the third one, like this. Now see, it will improve. Now, there's one thing more one must learn, how to give protection to your aura. That is very important. Protection to your aura, I wish people knew how to do it, they would have saved themselves in many troubles. Is to put your left hand like this. And with the right hand, you move it like this. From here, move it. 1. Go back. 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is how you give protection to yourself. Now see your vibration. All right? It's better.
So we keep our attention on this soft spot here, the fontanel bone area. Okay, this is where the connection is with the all-pervading power. So what you do, today we're going to do clearing of the left channel, which is the emotional side. So keep your left hand. Before that, we try to do an exercise to see what is the condition of our subtle system. All right? So just keep it at the heart level. Close your eyes and try to feel your channels, your subtle system. You can bring back to the left. So assuming that your left channel is tingling or you're having some problem with your left channel, maybe you're over emotional today, or you have been worried, or too much of conditioning in your lifestyle, or you have some impure thoughts, impure desires, all these can be affecting your left channel. So how to clear the hand that is in trouble? if you're having tingling or numbness, sometimes you can feel, heat coming out from your channels. So on your fingertips. So you put the left hand on your lap, facing Shri Mataji. It's photograph. Shri Mataji's photograph actually emits vibrations. This has been tested and experimented by scientists in various countries, and they found out that Shri Mataji's photograph actually emits vibrations. So she helps to clear. The photograph helps to clear. But if you're not feeling comfortable, it's okay. But we have done it, so we would like to share that with you. So you can put your left hand on the lap, facing Shri Mataji, and the right hand on the ground. If you're sitting on the ground, you put it palm downwards, facing the ground. If you're sitting on the chair, pointing towards the earth element. Here, what happens is the earth element is the element that helps to cleanse our left channel. All right, so let's close our eyes, keep our attention inside. Just try to feel your left channel, your left palm, your fingers on your left side. See if you're feeling any heat. And also observe the right side. You can feel it being sucked away by the earth element. Just pray to the mothering energy within all of us, the primordial mothering energy, the Kundalini. She's our individual primordial mother who helps to purify our left channel. Just have to desire, and she is always there ready to help us. So now if you look into the right side now, with the right channel, we'll clear the right channel now. This is the channel of action. Anything we do, it's all on the right side. This is more on the futuristic planning, thinking. All this excessive work that we do is all physical activities. All these are on the right-hand side. So what we do is the right side, if you have some tingling sensation or numbness or anything that is different from besides being cool, So you put the right hand facing Shri Mataji's photograph and the left hand now facing upwards, the palm facing us, but towards the sky. All right, like this. Close your eyes. Again, we pray to the mothering energy within us. O Divine Mother, kindly purify and strengthen my right chin. And also observe your right channel, your right palm. Slowly bring down your hand on your left. Now we'll focus on the central channel. Just try to bring our attention to the mothering energy, the triangular bone where resides the mothering energy, the Kundalini. Let's pray to her to purify and nourish all our chakras in our body, all the cells in our body. You can actually go from the Muladhara chakra, slowly to all the energy centers till on top of your head. Try to feel as if there is a fountain there, a feeling of coolness which nourishes you. Let's pray. O Divine Mother, kindly purify my central channel. Let me be connected with the all-pervading power of God's love. O Divine Mother, kindly purify, channels my cells, my chakras. Help me to be one with the all-pervading power God's love. Kundalini is always waiting to help us. So we must also ask her very humbly, full of reverence, we should ask her to purify our chakras and channels. If in any time, if there's any thoughts that comes and disturbs our mind, just don't pay attention to the thoughts. Because Sahaja Yoga meditation is about complete silence, about attaining the state of thoughtless awareness. So don't entertain any thoughts. Thoughts will eventually vanish. We can now slowly open our eyes. We can try to test ourselves by placing our hands, feeling the coolness. Even if there's heat coming out, it's very good because clearing taking place. Kundalini Mother actually clears ourselves, purifies us. So it's good if you can feel heat also. Eventually, when you meditate more and more, you can feel it purified, so you can feel the coolness within you. To have the peace, the bliss, and the joy of Sahaja Yoga meditation. So with that, I'll pass the session to Rajat, who will be explaining more detail about today's topic, about emotional quotient, intelligent quotient versus intelligent quotient, and also spiritual quotient. Over to you, Rajat.
And thanks for conducting that wonderful round of meditation. I think we all are settled now. So let's move on. Let's progress with today's topic. And today we're going to talk about EQ, IQ, and SQ. So EQ is something that we all know. IQ is something that we all know, the intelligent quotient. And it's something which is derived from the rational or the logical thinking. We also have different tests and examinations wherein, which can test a person's intelligent quotient. And like a scientist like Einstein is said to have an, intelligent quotient of close to 160. And which basically reflects the intelligence of a person and is something which is often very, sought of. The other terminology that we hear a little less, I would say, is the emotional quotient. So while the intelligent quotient is very sought of and is something very desirable from highly intellectuals like the scientists, the doctors, the top engineers, emotional quotient, on the other hand, is associated with, is basically derived from our, from our emotions or the pattern of our, experiences. It is associated through, emotional thinking. And what it really means is that, it helps an individual to connect better with people around him. It helps in understanding people's emotions better. And this is something, like for the top scientists, the top doctors, IQ is something very sought of. EQ is something very sought of in today's leaders, because one of the key things people look for today is the empathy factor, which reflects in the emotional quotient. And generally it is perceived the higher the emotional quotient, people are able to associate and connect with people around them, better. But something which is least known of out of the three terms is the SQ, or the spiritual quotient, which is derived from the experience and something which is to do with your self-knowledge, right? And when this SQ is, when this spiritual quotient manifests within an individual, we see people who are very creative, very insightful. They come up with rule-breaking thought processes, and they can transform the old and the previous way of thinking. I'll give you an example of Albert Einstein. When Albert Einstein framed the theory of relativity, and he was often asked that, how did you derive it? And way back, it's almost 100 years now, and even today, the theory of relativity is considered to be one of the key advancements in the field of physics. And Albert Einstein was very honest and humble, and he said that he does not know, this knowledge has dawned upon me from some unknown source within him. So he acclaimed, or he acknowledged, an unknown energy or an unknown source which is enlightening him and helped him discover the theory of relativity. And this is what the spiritual quotient is all about, when when you are able to derive during the evolutionary process. So now spiritual quotient was coined by two philosophers, Dana Zohar and Ian Marshall. So Zohar evolved a model of spiritual quotient which was based on the 6 petals of the lotus and its center, which basically corresponds to the 7 energy centers described in the Kundalini Yoga in the scriptures. So very, very connected to what you're going to learn about in the 3 channels and the 3 energy centers. Now, coming to this to the subtle system, as Mahesh spoke about the 3 channels, the left channel is a channel of the past, the right channel is a channel of the future, and the center channel is a channel of the present. Now let's talk about 2 personas. We can connect 2 personalities very quickly. So one personality we know is a personality who always stays in the past, always thinking about what went wrong with me. This could have been better, very emotional, always thinking about the past thoughts. We tend to meet these personas. The second persona is the people who are on the future, always thinking about the future, always planning, very aggressive, always thinking about more money, more wants, more requirements, and on the extremity, if you are too much on the right, you end up becoming anxiety patients. So if you're too much on the left, if we talk about extremities of the left, we see depression patients. If we see extremity on the right, we see anxiety patients. So the problem is that none of these states is good for us, because we can't do anything about the past and we don't know the future. So no point wasting ourselves in any of these states. And that is why, the central channel is the channel of evolution, which is the channel of the present. So when we talk about the left channel is also known as the left sympathetic nervous system. It's called the moon channel or the Idanari, and it basically stands for your past memories. So everything that we have done in the past, all our life, 35, 40 years, is stored in this channel. So a simple example can be, when we were like 10 years old and we got, a little scared because of a situation or a darkness or, some situation, it still haunts us even several years later, because, our mind registered that, and it keeps on popping up whenever we come into a similar situation again. So we tend to forget things, but more or less everything that we have encountered in our life is stored in the left channel, and hence it also gives us some positive things and also some negative things. So very important to balance this. It has the qualities of emotion, so all your emotions come from the left channel, and the imbalances and the problems basically happens due to attachments and habits, because we are too much attached we are too much habituated because of doing the same thing again and again. Other imbalances in this channel is laziness. If somebody feels too lazy, his left channel is not okay. sadness, pessimistic behavior. So today we are going to actually do a litmus test where each of you stand. You can actually feel the vibrations on your hand and say whether you're left channel or your right channel. Also on the left channel, if it is not balanced, we have, issues like the lower blood pressure, allergy, or the lethargic organs. Now, how to balance it? So let's see how to balance the left channel. Left hand on the lap and right hand towards the Mother Earth. Very, very simple technique. We did it, and Mahesh demonstrated in her meditation, session. We use the fire element or the candle to cleanse this channel. This channel is known as the moon channel, and it tends to get cooled down. So in order to bring it in balance, we use the candle treatment. At the moment, you need not have to try it. We will share more about it in the future classes. Get into action, try to be more active, and be in a happy and a positive mood. Now let's move on to the right channel. The right channel is just opposite of the left channel. It's called the right sympathetic nervous system and is known as the sun channel or the Pingla Nadi. And as I said, the second persona, who's always planning all the time, if you're doing too much of, it gives you basically the energy to future plan. But if you're over exhausting this, this channel gets, in a problem. It gives you the quality of intellect, action, and the physical aspect. So if this channel is balanced, you get these qualities. And that is why the right channel is connected to your IQ. If you have a strong right channel, you have a strong IQ. If you have a strong left channel, you have a strong EQ, right? Now, what really causes the imbalance in this channel? We see people who are very aggressive. There's too much, anger. There's too much of over planning. We are exhausting and overutilizing this energy. And hence, to balance it is a must every day through meditation. Excessive mental and physical activities. And it leads to problems like the high blood pressure, liver problems, heart troubles. In the future sessions, we have one session dedicated only to Sahaja Yoga and healthcare, wherein different diseases and ailments, how they get cured through Sahaja Yoga's balancing technique are, discussed about. So stay tuned on these, on a few questions around this. How to balance it? To improve the right hand on the lap and left hand towards the sky element. And as we did in the first session of meditation, and we do a simple prayer to our Mother Kundalini energy, and we'll actually see how this channel, starts balancing out. So after a couple of days, you'll be able to see that, both your channels clearing out and the heaviness, going about, out. Food soaking is another technique. So we'll talk, yesterday we spoke about food soaking. We'll again recap on the food soaking today. We take a tub of water, put some salt, put both the feet into it, and we meditate. Ice pack on the liver. So this channel is just opposite to the left. It is called the sun channel, and it's get excessively heated up. So you need to cool it down. We put some ice pack. We'll also learn about this treatment in the future, classes. Surrender, learn to surrender to results and, situation, because by overthinking and trying to, many times we get into the process of trying to anticipate what can be a solution to the problem. And we are doing a lot of mental activity, and we are never able to solve problems mentally. So it's very important to surrender to results and situations, and very important to be humble and acknowledge the all-pervading cosmic energy around us. So we'll now move on to the central channel, and the central channel is the channel of the present. It is called the parasympathetic nervous system, called as the balance or the Sushumna, Nadi, and it basically brings your attention into present, and it stands for qualities like joy, balance, and awareness. So in Sahaja Yoga meditation, we try to balance our left channel, our right channel, and try to get into a state of thoughtless awareness, wherein we are thoughtless and we are aware, and we are at the present moment. And that's the point when we are able to experience joy, balance, and a greater awareness of our own self and our surrounding. How does this channel gets imbalanced? Negligence of righteousness or dharma. It is very, very self-explanatory. As children's and our children's learn this in the moral lessons, what's right and what's wrong. Being honest, being truthful, being kind to people. All these are the general qualities of righteousness. Extreme or imbalanced behavior towards the left or the right aspect. If you're going too much on the left, too much on the right, this channel gets impacted. If you are identified with untruth or fanaticism, some people are very fanatic. They have a strong belief that only when they do this, things will happen. If I don't take a bath, I cannot eat my breakfast, right? You have to give that away. All these conditionings have to go away. Not able to meditate, and stress is an after effect of this channel is not in balance. Moving forward, how to improve meditate and raise your mother energy, most important. Try balancing your left and the right channels, and try to always keep your attention in present, right? So once you balance your left and the right channel, automatically the Kundalini awakening starts happening, and the mother energy starts bringing you in the present moment. And as I spoke about the two personas, you can see the two personas, Mr. Always Right and Mr. Always Left Out. So somebody who is too much on the right is Mr. Angry, Mr. Too Smart, Mr. Too Active. Somebody who is too much on the left is Mr. Weep, Mr. Curse, or Mr. Super Emotional. So you can connect with these two personas, and we have to make sure that we are not one of them. We have to be someone who is very, very balanced. Moving on. So it's a very simple litmus test. If you're depressed, you're living in the past, right? If you're anxious, you're living in the future. And if you're at peace, you're living at the present. Very, very simple. So you can, from today, understand what your state of mind is. And through Sahaja Yoga meditation, you'll be able to see this litmus test. How does it react, whether you're in the past or in the future, by the power of these vibrations that we'll do in the second round, and we'll do some testings. Okay, so from here we'll listen to a speech by the founder of Sahaja Yoga, Shri Mataji Nirmala Devi, and then we'll talk about a little bit about the food soaking, and we'll have a final round of meditation.
You have to know that truth is what it is. We cannot conceptualize it with our human awareness. We cannot order it. We cannot manipulate it. We cannot organize it. It is what it is, has been and will be. And what is the truth? Truth is that we are surrounded, or we are penetrated, or we are nourished, looked after and loved by a very subtle energy, which is the energy of divine love. The second truth is that we are not this body, this mind, these conditionings, this ego, but we are the spirit. You don't have to accept what I am saying blindly, because blind faith leads to fanaticism. But as scientists, you must keep your mind open and see for yourself what I am saying. If it is so, honestly, you must accept it. We know so much through science about our civilization, our advancement. This is the advancement of a tree which has grown outside very much. But if we do not know our roots, we will be destroyed. So it is important to know about our roots. And this is what it is that I would say are our roots. As you can see, there are 7 centers within us. And these subtle centers are placed in the spinal cord and in the brain. These cater to our physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual needs. On the physical side, they manifest the energy for the use of our plexuses, which look after our physical problems. That is on the right side. The energy which is supplied by this yellow line, a subtle channel, we call it as the Pingala Nadi. This supplies energy for our physical and mental actions. So this is the power of action within us, which also caters to the right sympathetic nervous system. The another channel you see on the left hand side is the channel by which we desire, put our energy to our desire. So this is the power of desire and looks after our emotions. This is the one which looks after our conditionings also. At the end of these 2 channels, they create 2 institutions. One on the right side crosses over, and the yellow balloon that you see is the ego, is the balloon of ego that we have. And the left hand side one, which conditions our mind, is the balloon of superego. As we start growing in age, by the time we are 12 years of age, these 2 completely meet, and the soft bone in our head becomes completely calcified. Now there's third energy within us, which is in the center. And this central energy is the one which has made us human beings. And these centers are the milestones of our evolution. So now the last jumping is left out. It has reached up to the limbic area. Now, only thing is it has to break through the soft bone on the head and break through that, which is the actualization of baptism. Baptism is not an artificial thing. It is an actualization. But the energy that does it is, we call it sleeping energy, in the triangular bone called as sacrum. That means the Greeks knew that this is a sacred bone, that they called it sacrum. This energy has to rise and break through that fontanelle bone area and connect us to that subtle divine power which we have never felt during human awareness. Thus, we get connected to this divine power and we start feeling it on our fingertips. It's described in the Quran that at the time of resurrection, your hands will speak and they will give witness against you. That is, you start feeling your own centers. These are 5, 6 and 7 centers. And they indicate what's wrong with you, within yourself. What's the problem? Also, you can feel the cool breeze coming out of your head. Cool breeze of the Holy Ghost. Because this sleeping power, which is called as the Kundalini, Kundala means coils, is the power of pure desire within us. So now we have this kind of a mechanism within us existing. Now this is a living process of evolution. And we must understand that we don't pay for living process and we can't even explain it. Because when you take a small little seed and put it in the Mother Earth, it germinates by itself, spontaneously. You don't pay to the Mother Earth anything. And when it germinates, it grows into a tree and produces thousands of seeds. So in that little seed, the map of all the things it was going to create is there. How it works? We never ask this question. We take all the things for granted. We don't even ask the question how this wonderful eye of ours is made like a camera. And that how we are programmed within ourselves like computers. You see, this is the color. You don't have to think about it, it's there. Through our sensory organs, how we find out things, we never question it.
Okay, so that was a short speech by the founder of Sahaja Yoga. Now, let us look at the food soaking. We spoke about food soaking yesterday. The food soaking is basically a process wherein, we take a tub of water, we put it with some, we add some salt into it. And once we add the salt, we actually have all the 5 elements. And we put both our feet into it and we meditate. So we light up a candle. We have the air element, we have the water element, we have the earth element. And it helps us in clearing our energy centers and channels. Very, very efficient way. Why do we do the food soak? It will help in clearing your subtle energy centers. It improves your meditation. You'll see your mind getting calmer with lesser thoughts, and it will help you in relieving with stress. And most importantly, we generally do it before going to sleep, and you'll see that you'll get a very, very sound sleep. What you need for food soak, very simple. The picture can tell it all. You need a food soaking tub, a jug of water, a towel, and some salt. So on Saturday, we are going to do food soaking. So this is just a reminder for all of you to have these with you, so that when Saturday we have a session, all of us can do food soaking together. This is how we put the feet in and do the food soaking. So please prepare for these things for the Saturday class, so that we can all enjoy food soaking. Moving forward, let's have another round of quick meditation, and before we wind up for the day and we have the Q&A. So let's again try and balance our 3 channels. So let's keep our left hand on the lap and the right hand towards the ground. The very same thing that we did along with Maheshwari. As we all know, the left channel is the channel of the past. And we can ask or we can pray our mother energy that, Mother, please clear my left channel. Mother, please clear my left channel. You can keep your eyes closed and attention on the tip of the head. Oh, Mother energy, please remove all the imbalances of our left channel. Please give us the pure desire. There are many kinds of desires, but the purest form of desire is the self-knowledge. You know your own roots. So let's make this affirmation that, Mother, please give us the pure desire. Mother, please remove all my past conditionings. Let all my conditionings shed away. I am not attached to any of my past thoughts. I can let them go. I am completely at peace with my past. I do not repent or feel guilty for anything I have done in the past. I am my own master. And finally, I am nothing but just the spirit who desires to be deeply connected with the all-pervading cosmic energy. Mother, please give complete balance to our left channel. Let's now balance our right side. Right hand on the lap, left hand towards the sky element. And we'll make a very simple affirmation with all our heart. Mother, please clear my right channel. Mother, please bring or please give balance to my right side. Just make these affirmations with some sincerity. It works out very well. Mother, I'm not worried about anything of the future. I know all the thoughts of the future is a myth. It's a mental creation. I'm completely at peace with my future. And I don't desire anything except deeper connection with my own self. Mother, please give balance to my right channel. Mother, please give balance to my right channel. I will balance the central channel, put the hand on a palm. This channel of balance and of present will make a simple affirmation that Mother, please balance my central channel. Please bring me in the present moment. We can do a gentle massage on the tip of the head with the right palm, like you can see in the video, 7 times clockwise direction. And we'll say here that Mother, please establish my self-realization. Mother, please establish my self-realization. Do it in the clockwise direction, rotate the scalp of your head 7 times. Mother, please give me my self-realization. Bring both the palms on a lap. We'll be in this state for some time. Put our attention on the tip of the head. And if you're getting any thoughts, we'll just say that I forgive this thought. I can do away with not thinking for just 2 minutes. Not this thought. Now in this state, let's first observe our palms. What do you feel on your palms? Firstly, on your left palm. You can put your attention starting from your index finger. Do you feel anything hot, anything cool on the palm, on the fingertips, any tinkling or any pinching sensation? On your thumb, on your index finger. You can put your attention all the way to the smallest finger. See if you can feel anything hot or air or cool. You can switch off your fan or your AC for a minute. It's not your fan or your AC. Try again on your right palm what you feel. You feel anything hot, anything cool on the right palm. Again on the right thumb, right index finger, all the way to the smallest finger. You feel anything tinkling or pinching on your fingertips. And in totality, see which of your palm is cooler than the other. You feel that right is more cooler or the left one. The left one is more warmer. And just register that. We'll talk about it in a few minutes. Now you can also take the left palm slightly above your head, not touching your hair, just 2-3 inches above, and see if you can feel anything hot or cool air oozing out. just above your head, not touching your hair, 2-3 inches above. You can move it forward, backward. See if you can feel anything hot or cool. Do it with your right hand again. You feel anything hot or cool air oozing out? Just 2-3 inches above, not touching your head. Okay, so that brings us to the end of the second session. So just in summary, as I said, that once the Kundalini energy comes up, most of us would have witnessed heat or cool on our palms or on the head. So what really happens is like we brush our teeth every day. We take bath every day. We do external cleansing. When we are meditating, we do internal cleansing. All the 7 energy centers, all the 3 channels are having a certain condition. There are several of them are in imbalance. And once the Kundalini energy rises up, it pierces through the 7 energy centers and comes up to the frontal bone area. And at the same time, it starts cleansing the 7 energy centers in the channels. And that is what we witness as heat coming out. So it's a good sign if you're feeling even the heat in the first time. Eventually, it will get changed to cool vibrations. So some of you might also have felt cool. So when I asked a question that on your palms in totality, whether your left palm was cooler or the right palm was cooler, some of you might have felt left warmer, or some of you would have felt the right warmer. So people who felt left warmer, they are a little on the left side. So they need to balance their left side, and they have either they're thinking too much about the past, they're a little emotional, and come out of the left channel. People who are feeling too much heat on the right side, or when they put their hand above the head on the right side, their right channel needs to get balanced. Maybe you are overexerting at work, you're taking too much of stress and tension. So in totality, when I said which of your palms you felt cooler, you're stronger on that side and you need to work on the other one. So if people are feeling cool on the right side, it's a good sign. Okay, so that's how the litmus test is all about. You get to understand whether you're a left-sided person or the right-sided. And with this, I'll open the floor for Q&A. Please start posting your questions so that we can, take off. Over to our MCs.
Thank you, Rajat. That was really wonderful session. Very strong vibrations. Beautiful. Very beautiful. So I hope every one of you are also feeling very beautiful, very relaxed and cleansed from inside. So going forward to the next segment of today's, we go for Q&A, question and answers. But before that, as we always do, I would like to show you our resource page so that you don't miss out or you don't feel that where I can find this. All the knowledge and everything is being shared in this website, freemeditation.com.au/April 2022. So if you go down, so whatever events we are doing every day in our 21 days will be posted here. So if you want to join with Zoom, you can click on this join with Zoom. So recommended is you join with Zoom so that we can interact. And if you cannot join on Zoom or you want to see any recording, you can join with YouTube of that day. The video will be there, like day 4 is visible here. And if you go down, you can register us to our course through WhatsApp also if you're not there already. If you're there, it's good. If you're not there, you can register through the WhatsApp. And our daily meditations are being stored in our database of free meditation here. Like day 1 will be storing here. You can anytime watch our day 1 meditation, what we did on that day. Day 2 meditation also. So everything is getting saved here for you and your benefits. So it's all getting recorded. So you don't need to worry. Like if you miss out some point, like for 10 minutes, maybe you miss out some session, you can go back and see our recordings. So I think that should be all for the resources. and let us begin our question and answer session. And I can already see so many people chatting all the questions. So can we have our question and answers panel, our lead for today, Rajat and Maheshwari on the spotlight, and Suji also who will help me.
For sure, for sure. Before we go to the questions in the chat box, Sonika, I think we should, I see Avantika who has put her hands up, all right? So maybe tech team, can we unmute Avantika? And Avantika, are you there?
Yeah, please feel free to unmute and, you can talk to us. Don't hesitate. It's 4th day. You should be a little less shy now.
Or maybe we'll start with Ursa.
Oh, hi, everyone.
Hi.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
So,
Yes.
I have PTSD. I'm a United States veteran, and it's hard for me to concentrate. So, when would be the best time? Like, I've done a little bit of the meditation. When would be the best time to meditate? If we miss a class, we can do it all. And also, I wrote this down. Is there a certain amount of time that we need to meditate? I do like the fact that, because in other meditation courses where you just sit there and, but I like the fact that this sort of gives a reason why we're doing it, and then the different body parts and everything. So I really like it. Thank you.
I can take this question, Rajat.
Okay, Mike.
Miss, I think there is no specific time that you can meditate, but the best time, which is recommended, is 4 to 6:30 or 4 to 7 in the morning and 8 to 10 at night. But in this Sahaja Yoga meditation, it can be done any time of the day, and there's no fast rules. You can do it anywhere and everywhere. As long as you find a quiet spot, you can just go into thoughtless awareness any time of the day. So the time, how much time you need? In the beginning, we recommend 5 to 10 minutes, and slowly you'll enjoy, to be one with you, to be one with the divine, and you feel the peace within you. You enjoy being quiet, and you are thoughtless. It's all for your development of spirituality. So you can take more time, no worries, because it's up to you. In the beginning, of course, we recommend 5 to 10 minutes because to get settled down, But over the years, over the period, you can extend the time, just to enjoy and have that beautiful time for yourself, for your spiritual development.
Okay, thank you so much. Sonika?
Yeah, actually, that's really correct. As Sister Maheshwari said, that, Ursa, there is no fixed time, but, you can take your time, but it should be all sincere effort. Whatever time you're sitting for meditation, it should be sincere. Yeah, so, and you should be comfortable and, you should enjoy that time. So that should be the answer. Okay, so we have Avantika also, I think. She is waiting. Avantika?
Yes.
Yeah, can you be louder?
Hello.
Avantika, are you there?
Hello.
Yes.
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes. Avantika, you have any question for us? Okay, I think we lost her. So let's take some more questions from chats. I can feel some beautiful comments also.
Yes.
Ma'am, I'm feeling cooler. Is it good or bad? Naresh is saying that. Obviously, it's good. There's no doubt about it. It's really very good if you feel cool. Yeah.
Right.
As I said, initially once we start meditating, the warmness basically shows that, your energy centers are clearing out. And after a few days, you will automatically feel cool on both your palms and above your head. So cool is actually very good if you're feeling on the first day.
Yeah, that's lovely. So Corina is saying thanks. She felt very nice today. Okay, that's nice, Corina. Keep meditating. Aisha, okay, what should we focus on while meditating? I can't stop my thoughts.
Sahaja Yoga meditation, you don't have to focus anything. You've got to be just silent. It's about thoughtless awareness. So you enjoy the silence within you. You know, if you're focused, then you're thinking, you know. So it is our mind that is playing tricks with us. So you don't focus on any particular thing. Just let go of all the thoughts and just enjoy the silence.
Right. And I think just to add to that, to Maheshwari's comment, meditation is the mental silence when you don't think at all. It's not about focusing on something, concentrating on something, or chanting anything. It's that, if you have seen the sine wave, when you have, a straight line in between the sine wave, that's where, it's absolutely mental silence. And the good thing is that you don't have to try to be silent, because as long as you're trying, it's still a mental activity. Once you meditate, the Kundalini energy within you, when it rises up, it brings you into the state of silence. So it is an effortless, task. So first day, you might feel a lot of thoughts coming in. When you start doing regular meditation and Kundalini energy will start coming up, it will start giving you or taking you to the state of silence. So you don't have to put efforts to, becoming or stopping your mind from thinking.
Okay. I think that answers to Surya's question as well, because he asked how to overcome thoughts and overthink. All right. So next we have Mrina Lini. All right. And she says that she's still not clearly able to feel the tingling, cold, or heat. And she's wondering if her Kundalini is awakened.
Yeah, so this is, it's absolutely fine. First time, several people do not feel anything, but eventually everybody feels. So it's only a matter of days. People who have not felt anything will have the Saturday food soaking session. During the food soaking, after the food soaking session, most of the people feel, these sensations very, very well. So it's absolutely fine, if you've not felt it, but eventually you will feel. And coming on to somebody who said about excessive thoughts, yes, once you start meditating every day, you balance yourself, the Kundalini energy comes up, it brings you into, balance. It also helps you in reducing your thoughts. But if you're getting overthought, also, our sixth energy center, which is the Agya, this is one of the culprits, because we cannot forgive. Okay, so you can just take an affirmation, I forgive myself and I forgive everyone. So you try doing that, it'll help you, reduce your thoughts.
You can also say, I forgive my thoughts.
Yes.
Yes, that's a beautiful prayer. Okay, so Felix and Corina is feeling very cool on their fontanel bone, and they're feeling some magnetic drawing energy on the palms, both the palms. That's very nice sign, Felix and Corina. Congratulations. And okay, moving forward to Sabine. I don't feel hot or cold, but warm. What does it mean? And if the right side was a little cooler, then we are supposed to clear the left side to achieve balance. Is this correct? Okay, I think Rajat can take that.
Yeah, so I mean, basically what I understand, you felt coolness on your right side and you felt warm on the left side. So you, as I said, this when you meditate, it's a litmus test. You're able to know what you're stated. So your right side is very good, which basically means that you're not somebody who's overthinking about the future or worried about the future. You're pretty much very calm and composed, but maybe you're spending too much time thinking about your past. And that's what signifies warmness on your left side. So now when you meditate every day, now you need to, clear your left channel more. So when we do everyday meditation, what really happens is that when we do 10 minutes meditation in the morning and 10 minutes in the evening, it is only to bring ourselves to balance, because throughout the day, outside the house, we meet so many people, we are in work, we are in so much stress. So it's important to come back to balance. And that's why we sit for 10 minutes meditation and try to be on the present side. And we balance both the left channel, the right channel, the central channel, and try to go into meditation. I hope that answers the question.
I'd like to add on also that, Rajat, if you have a garden in your house, you can always sit in the garden. Mother Earth helps a lot. You know, she gives you all the patience. She teaches you how to, tolerate things. So all this excessive heat that we have accumulated over the years just gets sucked in by the Mother Earth. Mother Earth is so patient, she gives us all that we need, So if you have the luxury of a garden, you can please sit, or if not, you can go to a park. Just find some greeneries and sit around and enjoy the greens. It helps you a lot to calm yourself.
Okay,
it has helped me a lot in that sense. That's why I like to share that.
That's great. Thank you, Auntie. Next question. This is from Sandeep. He mentioned that he's already doing traditional meditation, 30 minutes every day in the morning. So he's asking if, since Sahaja Yoga technique is a bit different, so can he continue doing both? So
I think, see, the good thing about Sahaja Yoga is that you don't have to leave anything. Just start doing Sahaja Yoga and, see the benefits that it is giving you. See, I mean, I would not try doing, a sport or, if I have a goal in mind, if I want to do something, I want to do a sport, I want to do a cycling, and I want to reduce something. If the outcome is not there, I would not do that, right? So the good thing about Sahaja Yoga is that you don't have to stop anything, any practice you're doing, or, any specific habit you have. Try to be a student, try to consider this as a hypothesis and see how it works on you and what changes or what benefits it is giving you. If it works for you, then it's a double thumbs up, isn't it? Yeah.
All right, thank you, Rajat. Before we go to the next question, we have Corina, Vidu, and Virendra who are really looking forward to our session tomorrow. And they've said they are feeling wonderful, and that is really good to know. All right, that's a very good sign. So next question.
Suji, before we move forward, let us, because people are leaving, so I just want to give them reminder to do come back tomorrow for the day 5 session. We still have more things to learn about ourselves. Learn more techniques of balancing and foot soaking, and go to the grocery stores and buy a foot soak tub, and please prepare all those materials. So on Saturday, we will be doing our foot soaking, all of us. So please don't forget that. Put a reminder. We already put in the chats also, and we'll announce and put in the announcements in our WhatsApp group also. So
Sonika, before we take in more questions, is it possible that we just be in meditation and raise Kundalini and put ourselves in Bandhan before we leave? So it'll be good for them to practice, and so that they can also practice that habit of raising Kundalini before the start of the meditation and after they finish their meditation. So that, they can go back and do it in the morning meditation when they do, and before they come for the session tomorrow as well. Yeah, so it's a good practice to leave. Can we collectively do it?
Yeah.
Raise Kundalini and Bandhan. Let's keep our attention on the Sahasrara here. Let's continue bone area, and we'll bring this energy. We'll bring this energy up. Just go around, and we just give it a knot. Again, the right hand is the one which is moving, the left hand is just stagnant. Tie 2 knots. And again, you can tie another time. This time, 3 knots. Then you can put a protective shield over yourself, left hip to the right hip. 7 times for your 7 chakras. This is very important for all of us to do it, because you have to keep yourself in the protective shield, and raising Kundalini so that mother energy helps to purify our chakras, channels, cells in our body, right? So over to you. Sonika.
Okay, there is a question regarding food soaking, and this is basically Sabina is asking. She has a small pail, and which will actually she's able to get water until that covers the top of her feet. The level will be, covering the top of her feet. So is that okay, or does she have to get a bigger pail?
It's good to have a pail which can, because when you're going to pour water again, it may spill over. So it's a little bit bigger than, from your feet, it should be apart. And it should be a new pail for yourself. Don't use the pail that you're using for, washing clothes or for your bath. Have this specifically for food soaking, because you're getting released of all the toxin that we have accumulated over the years. So skip that. What I do is I just put that only for food soaking. So nobody takes that for anything else. So we can just put a word there, write it down, only for food soaking. So that is only kept for food soaking. I think we can, you just bring those pails, preferably a little bigger from what you can fit in, because after that we need to wash, right? So if it is too small, it may spill over. So I think Brother Rajat is also explained about food soaking, and we'll be having that session on Saturday. So we can talk more in detail during that session.
All right. Thank you, Auntie. And Chloe mentioned that she felt cool in her, she felt her heart cool and top of her head as well. It was cool. But when she put her hand on the top of the head, she can't feel the coolness. Why is that? So
before that she felt. The heart and the spontaneous burn area is the same. It's actually the same. So we can feel actually. So, but if she puts it, maybe she has a little doubt or whatever, she can, may not feel. But as long as she felt it cool in her heart or on top of the spontaneous burn, the energy is already awakened. So it is already there. So it is just up to us when we meditate, we can feel more and more strength coming out. So it becomes more polished,
all right,
enhanced. Not to worry, Chloe.
Okay, and another question. Will Sahaja Yoga help me to improve my heart condition? This is from Sandeep.
Certainly meditation, well, I'll take that.
Yeah.
So Sahaja Yoga does help you in improving your health conditions, because all the energy centers, they are the root cause of any ailments or any issues within us. We are going to have a specific session on one of these days. We'll talk about Sahaja Yoga and healthcare. So please stay tuned and join that session. We'll have a detailed session which will talk about achieving holistic health with Sahaja Yoga. So I'd request you to stay tuned and know more.
Sahaja Yoga meditation has lots of benefit, and when you meditate, as a byproduct, your health improves, your behavior improves, everything improves as a byproduct, because the mothering energy within us, the Kundalini, is ever ready to help us. It's just like a mother who nourishes or brings up her child. Similarly, this is our spiritual mother. What more can she do? She's just waiting to help us. We have to ask, and there she is to guide us. So not to worry, health definitely improves, but it's a byproduct. We just don't come there with the intention of just getting cured of your health issues. So just come there for your spiritual lesson, and automatically everything else is taken care of.
Yeah, that's really true. That it's just a byproduct. You will get it, but the main intention is, your sincere efforts to meditate and know yourself through your journey to self-discovery. So I don't see any more questions as of now.
If there's no questions, I just like to add on that we
Sure.
have to love ourselves. You know, when we love ourselves, automatically we love others as well. You know, being a human being, Shri Mataji has come up with this beautiful device that, you know, first of all, she teaches us how to love each other and also to forgive. Many people don't have the intention to even forgive. You know, they have just vengeance. But at the end of the day, if you don't forgive, you're the one who's going to suffer. So it's very important to forgive and love. These two is a magic word in Sahaja Yoga. So, you know, when you have this, and the joy automatically comes. So you're in one with the divine. You would like to add, Rajat?
Yep. I mean, I think absolutely, you nailed it.
Thank you so much.
All right. That's great, Auntie Mahesh, and thank you so much, Rajat. I think we have our last question for today, actually, Sonika. This is from Felix. Hi, Felix. It's good to see you. His question is, should he just let the spiral energy flow by itself? So he feels the spiral energy keep flowing in his body, like spinning around in it.
Wow.
That's an amazing experience, because people who have been in Sahaja Yoga meditation for several years, you know, eventually everybody feels the Kundalini coming up. So most of you would have not felt the Kundalini energy ascending within us, but in the subsequent weeks or months, when you get deeper into meditation, these feelings start, you know, you'll be able to appreciate that, you know, Kundalini energy is, you know, coming up, which energy center it's, you know, getting caught. You'll also be able to, you know, experience that within your body. So, you know, this is like your mother energy. So, you know, she is your mother energy. She knows you very well. And, you know, it is this energy which brings you into meditation. So, you know, it takes its own course. The only thing that you require from your side is to have the desire to meditate every day and try to bring yourself in you know, balance, and this energy takes its own right course to help you achieve, you know, what you want.
That's really true. So I hope, Felix, that answer your question. You are on right path, right direction. Just keep on going towards it, towards your self journey. Oh, Durga. So Durga has a question. Is Kundalini a god?
Okay, so Kundalini is basically your mother energy. If you have seen a newborn baby, you know, you'll see some pulsation happening on the tip of the head, because this is a soft bone. You know, in the when a baby is newly born, but around 9 or 10 months, this bone gets calcified because of intake of milk. And this pulsation that you would initially see, you know, this you would not be able to see that after 9 months or 1 year. And this energy drops down to your sacrum bone, which is a triangular bone, or the first bone of your, you know, backbone. It is only through the awakening of this energy that you are able to get connected to the all-pervading cosmic energy or the power of God. So in a way, you know, you're able to get connected to that, you know, cosmic energy within you. You are able to harness that eternal energy, which you have never known about, or which can give you different dimensions or a different, you know, dimension or a different level to your awareness, which you have not perceived before. And that can only happen once this energy rises up. It balances your, you know, 3 channels, your 7 chakras, and it comes up very beautifully on the frontal bone area. And that is where the connection of the limited human energy happens with the, you know, limitless, all-pervading energy. So yeah, that's how it is.
So looking forward to seeing all of you again tomorrow.
Yes.
And further on until we finish the course. And you can continue to stay with us forever and ever.
So on that note, let us wrap today's session. And Day 5 will be coming tomorrow soon. We'll be back again with same energy and same enthusiasm. We look forward for same enthusiasm from all of you also. And tomorrow we're going to learn more about balancing, and we have like something food soaking, also some benefits, more a quick recap on what we learned till now, and lots more will be there. So stay tuned with us and see you all tomorrow. So should we do a wrap up meditation, Mahesh? Or
I thought we did just now, we can do that, but time
maybe
is
one prayer for Mother
okay.
Kundalini? We are talking
Okay, we just keep our attention on this spontaneous pulmonary and just thank the Mother Kundalini. Oh, Divine Mother, thank you for giving us our self-realization. And we pray that you guide us in our day-to-day meditation. We can slowly open our eyes. Again, we can end it with the raising of our Kundalini. We have to do it very gracefully because she's our spiritual mother. Thank you again, everyone, for joining us.
Thank you, everyone. Good night. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye-bye.